Hello, it's the Midwestern movie reviewer here with another movie review. I recently saw Godzilla times Kong, The New Empire. This movie is PG-13. It's about an hour and 55 minutes long. I really enjoyed it. It's an action movie. And if you've watched any of these movies in the Monsterverse, then you maybe have seen Godzilla versus King Kong, I think it was. I'm getting them all confused because there's too many. I enjoyed it. It was action packed. The visuals were great. But first of all, I'm going to tell you a little bit about the movie. In this movie, you have King Kong and Godzilla team up to save the world, kind of. Because when I saw this preview, I was like, how are King Kong and Godzilla going to talk to each other and get some kind of rapport going so that they can work together? It seemed kind of ridiculous. But when you watch the movie, you kind of buy into it. And I don't know, it's crazy. So in that world, they can figure that out somehow. This movie was directed by Adam Wingard. It stars some really good cast members. There's a young girl who is part of a tribe that would take care of King Kong on Skull Island. Her name was Kaylee Hoddle. And then there was Rebecca Hall, who played a scientist and her mother. There was also Dan Stevens and Brian Tyree Henry. Both of them have been in many movies and TV series. Dan Stevens was in Legend. They were all really good in their performances. But who really, really shined was Kaylee Hoddle. She plays a deaf girl, and she plays a girl who's lost from her tribe, like the last one left. And was beautifully done. It makes me want to see if she's really deaf, because she was very believable in that role. The things I loved about this movie was, besides it was so full of action, I enjoy going to see movies in 4DX, but this one I knew would be like getting beat up in a washing machine. This is so action packed. And if you love roller coasters and just crazy rides, go see this in 4DX. I went in a regular theater. I was so thrilled by all the visuals. The sound is amazing. It was great. There were so many fight scenes that were really, really intense. It's good. It was really, really good. Besides that, it was touching. If you've seen some of the early King Kong movies, like one of the ones I saw from 1976 had Jessica Lange in it. And it showed King Kong as powerful and vulnerable. Plus you had her, and they had some weird, they kind of fell in love or something. That's crazy. But they made it touching, which is unusual for something like this. You felt like King Kong had emotions and like he fell in love. So by the end of the movie, you're in tears. It was surprising. This movie also had some very touching moments. You juxtaposition that with the power of King Kong and Godzilla. I love something like that. That's moving and so powerful. So that's enjoyable. The one way this movie is different than most Godzilla movies, like I recently saw Godzilla -1, and that one, Godzilla's very one-dimensional. He's just loud and angry. And this, it makes it seem like these monsters have different emotions, and they're fully fleshed out characters. Godzilla, they didn't spend a whole lot of time on Godzilla, but you could see King Kong in all these different situations. I love how they really fully developed his personality and character in this movie. So if you enjoy these movies from the Monsterverse, you would probably really enjoy this. The one before this, it got a little bit boring to me, but this one was interesting. I don't know where they can take this. I really, really don't know where they're going with Godzilla and King Kong after this. But this was a good movie. I kind of hope it wraps it up, to be honest with you. I'm not going to put that in the review. But if you're not familiar with my reviews, please like and subscribe so that you can be notified when new reviews come out. And Midwestern Movie Reviewer says, go see Godzilla times King Kong, The New Empire in theaters now. Midwestern Movie Reviewer out.